Here I am in Microsoft Word, the iPad app. I've finished with my report, and I'm ready to turn it in for my A+, don't you think? Yeah. So before we can turn this in, remember that to turn anything into PowerSchool, you first have to save it to your Google Drive. And what do we do when we save Word documents? We change them to PDFs. But before I show you that process, I just want to point out, at the end of the last video, you might have noticed a kind of awkward pause, and that's because I touched my two fingers to the screen, and I was trying to pinch to zoom in and out. So if you touch two fingers, you can bring the fingers closer together or spread them farther apart to make the screen do what you see on the video. But it wasn't working. It wasn't working in Draw. So let me go back to Draw and try this again. I touch on one of the inking tools. That's a pretty one. But if I try to pinch, it's not working. I'm doing the exact same thing. Sometimes it randomly will work for me, but this is, I don't know. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so what's happening here? Well, the pinching tools don't always work when you're drawing, so you just have to keep that in mind. And it kind of makes sense, right? I mean, you're holding a pencil in your hand, so how can you tap to pinch at the same time? Okay, let's go back to home, and now we're finally ready. Now we're finally ready after that last wonderful explanation. We're going to go post this save it to Google Drive so that we can post it up to PowerSchool. So find the export button in the top right corner. Mine looks like a box with an arrow coming out of it. Yours might look like a person with a plus sign, depending on which version of Word you have. Tap that button and then tap Send a Copy at the bottom. Tap on Format and don't forget to change to a PDF so that your teacher can access and view your document. You can't tap Email. There's another place to email. We don't have Outlook accounts, we have Gmail accounts, so this doesn't work. Instead, tap Send with another app. Scroll through, and here's Mail. If you tap this Mail, it'll attach correctly to a new message. But instead, let's tap on Drive and save this to Google Drive. Make sure you choose the correct folder where you're going to save this inside of your drive. So tap on My Drive at the bottom below your name, and then choose your folder. I'll tap into English 101. Then tap Save here in the bottom right corner. To change the file name, tap on the current name, and you can call it, Word Tutorial. Great job, Mr. McGeaney. Then tap Upload in the top right corner. We've saved this file to Google Drive, but we're not done. Don't forget that you have to share this document from Drive to PowerSchool. That's the final step. Until you actually go back to Safari, choose the class page, and hand this in to the assignment, you're not quite done. So take a moment now and follow those last few steps.